Hi there, and welcome to your next best step. I'm Coach Janet J. And today we're talking about the longest day of the year and the shortest fuse. Settle in. This one's for the woman who loves summer in theory and feels slightly ambushed by it in real life. Have you ever noticed that the longest day of the year can come with the shortest fuse? The sun is staying up late, the grill is going, the flowers are blooming. And somehow, by 6:12 in the evening, you are running short on grace for absolutely everyone. Your short fuse may be your body responding to something the season does to all of us, even when no one is talking about it. Here's the summer paradox. We get more daylight than at any other time of the year. In theory, that is wonderful. More light, more time, more magic. In real life, more daylight often means more pressure. More yard work, more social invitations, later dinners, later bedtimes. The neighborhood is still loud at 9:30 in the evening. The grandkids are still going, and while the sky is putting on a show, your body is whispering, "Ma'am, we're operating on backup battery." If you can identify, you are in good company. Our scripture today is Psalm 74, verses 16 and 17. The day is yours, and yours also the night. You established the sun and the moon. It was you who set all the boundaries of the earth. You made both summer and winter. I love this for a summer episode because it grounds us in something simple. God made the day. God made the night. God made the sun and the moon. He made summer and winter. He made rhythm. He made limits. Which means when we live as if longer daylight is a command to have unlimited energy, we are working against the design of creation. The sun may stay up late. That does not mean you have to. Here is where the science gets really useful. Two things are happening in summer that drain your emotional bandwidth without announcing themselves. First, heat changes mood. A 2016 published study in Environmental Research looked at survey responses from almost 2 million Americans and found a clear pattern. As temperatures climbed above 70 degrees, positive emotions went down. Stress and anger went up. Fatigue went up. Above 90 degrees, the effect was stronger. This is correlational data from a survey, so we are looking at patterns rather than a proven cause. And the pattern is real and repeatable. When temperatures climb, average emotional well-being tends to go down. Second, modest sleep loss adds up faster than we think. Back in episode 92, we looked at the regularity side of this. Longer evenings tend to shift bedtime later, and timing drift matters as much as the hour count. So I'm not going to rebuild that here. What I do want to add is this. There's a classic study by Hans van Dogen and colleagues published in the journal Sleep in 2003. They had healthy adults spend 2 weeks on either 8 hours of sleep, 6 hours, or 4 hours. After 14 days, the people getting 6 hours showed cognitive performance about as impaired as people who had stayed up all night. And here's the kicker. Most of them did not realize how impaired they were. So when your summer slides your bedtime 30 minutes later most nights, that is not nothing. Over a week, that's a few hours of sleep opportunity you did not know you were giving up. Here's why this matters for you today. When you are hot, under-rested, and overstimulated, your nervous system has less margin to pause and respond gently. So the spilled water feels bigger. The repeated question feels louder. The slow driver feels personally assigned by the enemy. And the person breathing near you maybe suddenly doing it incorrectly. Your body is asking for support. That is what a short fuse often means in summer. The system is taxed, and the smallest input feels like a bigger one. And listen, this does not mean that we excuse every sharp word. We still own how we speak. We still apologize when needed. We still ask God to grow patience and self-control in us. And we also stop spiritualizing what is actually physical. Sometimes the answer to, I just need to be more patient, is also drink water, eat dinner before 8:45, cool the bedroom, and stop scrolling under stadium lighting at 10 p.m. Psalm 74 reminds us that God set boundaries in the earth, day and night, sun and moon, summer and winter. Creation has limits. So do you. That is by design. Here's how this lands across our 4 pillars of wellness. Physical. Heat, hydration, light, and sleep are real inputs. Your body is asking for cooler, dimmer, and earlier. Emotional. What feels like impatience may be depletion. Naming it gently is half of the work. Mental. Replace I am failing at summer with my body is dysregulated, and that is fixable. Spiritual. God made seasons and boundaries. Living within them is faithful. Your next best step today is this. Tonight, before the sun sets, do one thing that restores you in daylight. One short walk, one cold glass of water on the porch, 5 minutes of prayer outside, bare feet in the grass. Choose one. Do it before the sun goes down while you still have daylight to enjoy. Everything else can wait. Let the longest day of the year give you one moment of daylight you actually enjoyed. So, as you head into this weekend, take this with you. Summer asks more of your body than other seasons do. Heat and modest sleep loss really do shrink your emotional bandwidth, and that is physiology at work. Psalm 74 reminds you that God made the day, the night, summer, winter, and the limits inside all of it. You are allowed to live within them. And as always, this is educational and encouraging content. It does not replace medical advice. If your fatigue, sleep changes, or mood shifts feel persistent or concerning, please speak with a qualified healthcare professional. On Monday, we're going somewhere a little braver. The episode is called Has God Forgotten Me? It is for the woman who has been showing up faithfully, feeling like the other end of the line has gone silent. If that resonates, I want you with me for it. Follow or subscribe wherever you are listening or watching so you do not miss an episode. I will see you Monday. Take your next best step.